So you gotta offer respect and honor to receive respect and honor. The world is a mirror. It's just a mirage reflecting back at you the beliefs you have about yourself. It can be a war with yourself, a war with your own limited perceptions and limited ideas, your own perceived inadequacies, your own sense of unworthiness, or it can be a beautiful paradise and playground of unlimited riches, unlimited love, unlimited monies, unlimited of what your dream reality wants to express. Okay? Because your dream reality, your dreams crystallize, materialize, whatever. It is a reflection of your heart's soul core frequency. Your heart soul's core frequency is the only reason you chose to reincarnate on earth. The only reason your soul wanted to be expressed here as an individual particle of the Godhead. So the journey back home is letting go and disintegrating or melting any limiting ideas um, or beliefs that are hindering or are creating obstacles from what you already decided you were gonna crystallize in this incarnation. So it's not that you're on a journey to get somewhere. You're remembering what you already agreed upon before coming back here. And that's why nothing else will give you the sense of fulfillment that being in alignment with that declaration of your infinite free will that you chose upon incarnating. Okay? So you gotta offer yourself and the rest of yourself respect and honor if you wish for the world to reverence to your presence, to give you respect and honor, to treat you with unconditional self-love. It's a direct reflection of how much love do you have about yourself. Because if you truly love yourself fully in every cell of your being, you would not respond nor tolerate anything less than love, honor, respect, and reverence, because we're all equal players. We're all equal co creators of the Godhead. We all deserve the same amount of love, respect, honor, kindness, humility, integrity. Delicious. All the beautiful things in life that inspires us, and faith, forgiveness, all of those beautiful things, conviction. But if you insist that you're not worthy, if you insist that that's not for you, if you insist that you want to play small, if you insist that you want to keep fighting yourself and creating all those dramas of victim, perpetrator, rescuer, or I'm not enough and I can do this, then that's what you get. But you, from your infinite power, Godhead source, you are choosing to create that experience. You're giving power to that experience. So you've never not been in your power. You're always been in your power, which is divine love. What are you using your power for? Your power is your attention, your focus. We all have the same 24 bits of light, love, energy because time doesn't really exist. But you are timelessness and you have the same potential. We all have the same potential to use it and focus our energy in what we want to get birthed through us. Again, something that you already shows. It's not something that you're creating now. Your vision, your happiest life, your dream, that's already written in your soul's blueprint. The things that excite you, the things that lit you up, the things that make you feel the most in love, those are signals. Those are little breadcrumbs showing you, oh, this is a way. This is a trail of excitement. This is a trail of what lifts you up that is going to take you to your center of peace. Because when you arrive there, when we arrive there, there's nobody there to say anything. You become emptiness itself, and emptiness is love. So you become love itself, and then you just express yourself as a process. And then whatever you do from that point on is just an acceleration of life force just channeling through you, responding to life, and the audience speaks back to itself. You don't have to do anything. And then your dreams crystallize effortlessly because the field has no other choice but to materialize your most predominant thoughts. And when you don't have debris of limitation, conditioning of lack, conditioning of hindrance, of unworthiness, then You just completely live in the miraculous of what I like to call wealth consciousness. You have an abundance of love, an abundance of monies, an abundance of friendships, an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of inspiration because you become love itself. You are inspiration itself. And then you start seeing life like a movie. Everything's funny. We gotta just act around people that have their own. We're all in our self-creative playground. So for me, it's so fun hanging out with people now and just like acting and play pretend and feel so much love and joy. But if people are like voice boxes expressing their level of consciousness, okay, so everything is self-created. So I don't believe in people's stories anymore. It's amusing to me. It's not worth my time or energy. It's entertaining. It's like watching Netflix, and then you start seeing that everybody's in their preferred Netflix show. Everybody. So it's like, what's your favorite Netflix show? What movie do you want to see in your world? Okay. Boundaries and self worth. What are you telling reality by your actions and responses? To embody your divine love nature and your power as a conscious co creator, it's all about communication. Because if your communication hasn't changed, you haven't changed. The way you respond doesn't matter how much you want to tell yourself that you want XYZ in your reality. When you get tested by the past reflections of who you used to be, which is just your past limiting beliefs talking, speaking back at you, how are you going to respond to life? Ah, pause. This. Okay, nice. Opportunity to insert your new level of consciousness, opportunity to insert your new self proclaimed value, self worth. So, reality is going to test you to see if you are what you say you are. Oh, so you said you want the next level of abundance? You said you want the next level of wealth consciousness, of friendships, of opportunities, of love? Then reality is going to send you your last offer and you're going to be like, no, thank you. Because you said that you wanted something higher, because you were ready to keep expanding. It's a never ending journey of expansion. It never ends, guys. So you never arrive. There's a level of peace. You can alchemize your center, but when you're there, it's like, okay, what else can we create? Might as well while we're here. So it's a never ending journey of expansion, the never ending journey of expressing yourself, loving yourself. I mean, it becomes really fun once you are in creator consciousness because there's no suffering. And then boundaries are perfected. Unconditional love is perfected. Saying no is perfected. Intuitive responses are perfected. Nothing's forced. Everything is just flow, 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 flow. Right place, right time, right conversation, right people, right monies, right excitements, right inspirations. You just flow through life and it's doing itself through you. It's like Godhead takes control of your vehicle, your body, and it navigates through life, and you're just in the backseat eating popcorn and like, nice, so fun, enjoying a cigar at the beach, whatever. You don't have to do anything. Life is fun. Life is fun. If you're not having fun, you're wasting your life force. If you're not having fun and you're doing things because you believe you have to do them, or you're still choosing things out of fear, you're wasting your life force because fear is not real. When you cross every single threshold of fear, even though in this gap, when you're going to jump into the new reality, may seem like a freak out or may seem like, I don't know where's it going to come from. When you stay in your center, and even if your nervous system may be like feeling the hunches of the higher frequencies as you ascend into the level of consciousness or the state of being that you deserve, because we all deserve unconditional love. We all deserve to remember ourselves as unconditional love. Not a love that you're going to get from accomplishments or the world or your partner or money or whatever. A love that you recognize because you are it. You recognize you are the love. You are the unconditional love. So when you're there, there's not really a person that's there. It's a field that it's world consciousness. You become the field, and then money chases you, love chases you, opportunities chases you. It's easy. It's so easy, but you have to cross through every single layer of fear. False evidence appearing real. Every time you cross the next level of fear, you gain karmic merit. You gain conviction. You get crystallization of grounding, of light frequency in your cells. And the better it gets, the better it gets. So, what are you choosing? It's still choosing in your life out of fear. Where are you not saying no, thank you? Where are you having a hard time to place your boundaries and how you're still responding from your old self? Because you're going to keep creating what you respond to. Okay? The way you respond, the way you communicate, that's what you're creating. Your voice box, it's a consistent spell. That's why it's called spelling. Whatever you're speaking to existence, that's what you're consistently co-creating. Whenever a person asks you a question, they're giving you the space to co-create what you wish. Everybody's a co-creator. Everybody's creating their own narratives. With which narratives do you want to align to? Which worlds do you want to see birded through you? How much are you valuing your frequency? Because time doesn't exist. Your time, it's your frequency. When I say this is not worth my time, it's not worth my energy, because there's no time. It's like, are you creating conscious agreements, energy exchanges that are fuck yes and are leading up your soul? And any lesser agreement that you may have having your reality right now out of fear, that's hindering you. That is keeping you in a lower level of consciousness, in a lower realm of existence, when you can be in a higher heaven, when you can be living your dream. Because there is limited space per day. Okay? So everybody you give space in your mind, that's like a vacuum. It's either renourishing you back or sucking your energy. And if you don't have space for higher frequencies, for beings and bodies that are abiding with soups of energies, because there's no person inside your body, you're just like a soup of energy. Okay, which frequencies do you want to exchange with? Which hybrids do you want to form? What do you want to co-create? But if you're lending your body to lower entities, lower realms by interaction, when you interact with someone, you're lending your body to that experience. It's like you're lending your body, even if it's not physical, to that experience. They're lending their body and you're merging consciousness. So you're either a king or a queen or you're a prostitute, right? Because every time you exchange energy with someone and you're lending your body to be in that moment, you're being, if you just do that out of fear and you exchange energy and presence with everybody, that's just like being a prostitute of your own energy. So how much do you love yourself? How much do you value your presence? And the only way to be truly in that center of power is to have absolutely no fear in your field. I mean, there are many ways, but the only way that you can keep that forever is if you don't have fear in your field, which is liberation, self-realization, enlightenment, crystallization of your knowing as the infinite God-loving source that you are. That's the path that's going to keep you there forever. And you can try many techniques. You can fake it till you make it. You can like act as if and stuff, whatever. It's all little tools that get you closer. But to keep that confidence, keep that conviction, keep that, nobody can take that away from you. Nobody. And that's priceless, because nobody can buy it. No, nobody can manipulate you. Nobody can keep you bound to their field or their games or their realities or their paradigms. And then you truly become the god of your world as you are. And this doesn't stem from prideful ego. This stems from actual humility, because everybody would love to create the world of their preference, but only the ones that know they have the purest intentions and have the utmost integrity and wishes for not only themselves but for all of humanity. Those are the ones that are not scared to be in their power, because they know it's going to benefit themselves and everybody else. But if you have ill will, if you still have hate in your heart, if you still have guilt, you're not going to own your power, because you're scared of it. You're scared of your power. You're scared to create the world that you are able to create right now with the lower frequencies that you are not alchemizing yet. So that's the beauty of healing. When you heal those frequencies of guilt, shame, self hatred, then you can truly step into your creator consciousness, because you're not scared of what you're going to see in your co created world. And you're still creating your preferred movie in those lower realms of guilt, shame, self hatred, because you cannot help but manifest. You are a walking orgasm. You're like a walking manifestation. Every time you speak, you're creating. Every time you move, every time you fart, like you are a walking manifestation. You cannot help but manifest. You can only up your game. Like you have no choice. Either up your game or you repeat the same thing. So, okay. Dreams and the psyche. Okay, this is cool. Two more topics and we're done. You need to work, play, make the unconscious conscious. When you have a dream at night, you remember those images. If your dreams at night are really opposite to what your wake reality is, there's a dissonance. So that's why you're not getting the results that you want. In my private mentorships, in my private portals, we work with your unconscious, okay? In private sessions too. It can be one key for your unconscious because you may be awake and trying. You don't have to try at this level that I'm offering you. It's easy at this level, but you may be here and you're like, and this comes from an equality. Okay, we're all equal, but you go to a surgeon because they're experts on heart surgery. So in my expertise, I'm telling you, you may be at this level, and I'm telling you that here is effortless manifestation because, okay, your unconscious is what blocks your wake dreams. It's always a dream. It's there's no difference between being asleep at night and having a dream and waking up. This is a dream too. When you're in a high frequency, your wake reality becomes more dreamy. To me, when I see this cup, it's like melting. Everything is vibrant, everything is shiny, everything is 4K. It's like if I'm in a consistent acid trip, like I'm in MDMA but sober. I'm in LSD but sober. Never done LSD, but I'm pretty sure it's the same feeling. So your everything, it's light, your body, it's like it's floating. You think about something, it shows up. I think like cookies, and somebody comes and says like, "Hey Nicole, do you want cookies?" And I'm like, "Oh, of course, I just thought about that." Like your dream reality becomes an actual dream. You start dreaming awake. It's easy, it's fun, your heart's open. Everybody gives you have a problem of abundance. Everybody wants to give you shit, and you're like, "Let me think about it." So if you want your dream, your wake reality to be that epic, you gotta go to your unconscious and you gotta find which are the archetypes, which are the beliefs, which are the programs from mass consciousness that I'm still subscribing to. A program, a conditioning. It's just like an advertisement from mass consciousness. Oh, do you want to believe in illness? Do you want to believe in guilt? Do you want to believe in self-hatred? Do you? And if you say yes, you start you like jump into a pool with all the entities that are agreeing to the program of lack, and it's really hard to get out of that without somebody that's in a higher level of consciousness. Because then you're swimming in a pool of lack, and then in your reality, your created dream that can be a nightmare too. Everybody's agreeing to that. So you start believing like this must be it. And then you're scared to jump into the new reality because you still cannot see a mirror of somebody that's embodying that. And you need to surround yourself with people that are going to lift you up, people that are in the realities and the paradigms that you admire, because that's the only way you're going to crystallize that reality. But if you keep surrounding yourself with pigs, you're going to be in the mud. You're going to surround yourself with pigs, or you want to surround yourself with kings and queens. You don't want to be a pig. You're not a pig. Okay. So dreams. I suggest to set an intention to remember your dreams at night, and when you wake up in the morning, write them down and see the dissonance of what you're dreaming and what you're experiencing when you're awake. There are codes, important codes in your dreams. Okay. And this is just a tool. It's gonna be the last bit. Forgive, forget, discern, realign, moving on. This is from the Buddha path. This is a way in which you can melt hindrances whenever you're manifesting, you're creating, you're moving forward, you're expanding, you're when I say manifesting, you're seeing your dreams crystallize, you get more excited, you're full of more life, love, energy, you're like, fuck yes, this is it. And then whew, suddenly it shows up again. That one thing, that one memory, that one past trauma, that one PTSD, that one attachment. Buddha. Buddha, the source of all suffering is attachment. Attachment, the root of all suffering. You gotta be detached, open to life, calling in the things that you want, yet fully detached, fully neutral, empty. Okay. I'm good if it shows up. I'm good either way. Take or leave. Like it doesn't matter because you're happy either way. Okay. So to allow that level of detachment that actually crystallizes the things that you're calling in, it's the 3 R's, the 4 R's. Forgive, forget, discern, realign, moving on. Forgive, forget. Oh no, actually, I created this one. The 4 R's are recognize, release, relax, and re-smile. Nice. That's from the Buddha path. Recognize. You recognize what the hindrance is. Oh, that's the image of my mother when I was 10. She was screaming at me. Okay. It took you out of the present moment. It's always a present moment. But when you go back to that memory, that's what you're creating in the present moment, subconsciously and unconsciously. So your reality slows down a little bit. It's not as orgasmic, as alive, as blissful, as easy. Oh, recognize. Okay, I'm having this traumatic memory flashback PTSD. Release. I let go of this. I know it's a dream. I know it's in my unconscious. Relax. And then you re smile. And you focus on the inner smile, because that way you keep recalibrating your nerves, your cells, the black dots in the aura, the debris of that painful karmic imprint. So you recognize, you release. I let it go. Thank you. This advertisement from the past. You relax again. You know it's not real. And you smile, even if you have no reason to. Watch this video again. Look for, surround yourself with people that make your heart beam, okay? Because they're mirrors of your true unconditional self-love. And these images are hindrances of suffering. And we're not here for suffering. We're here for expansion and joy and aliveness, okay? So recognize, release, relax, smile. And the one I created is forgive, forget, discern, realign, and moving on. So in the 4 R's, if you go to recognize and release, perhaps the release can be difficult because you may still hold resentment, anger, self-hatred, guilt, shame with any of the people in your past. I call these the VIPs that may have triggered you so much, which was of service because you hired them before you incarnated to play that role, but you forgot. So they play the role, but you're still stuck in remembering that you chose that experience. Then you need forgiveness, which doesn't really exist because in the absolute level, there's nothing to forgive because again, you hire all the actors, you created all the seeming villains in your movie, all your past lovers that you may be holding resentment to, all your past quote unquote fights with, I don't know, people that may have represented authority in your life. Could be a boss, could be a business partner, could be a coworker, could be your mother, your father, your aunt, whatever, a lover, whatever it is, somebody that you allowed really close into your field. If that creates sanskars, that creates karmic imprints in the aura. So those ones really need to be pushed out from the root, like out of the root, out of the solar plexus, out of the heart. It's a process of realchemizing the nerves. So you have to go really deep into the nervous system. And even though you in the absolute, you know that it never really happened and all there is the present moment. Go back to the memory. Open up the Pandora box. What's the memory? What am I looking at? Oh, okay, nice. This again, the same image. Forgive. Okay. I chose this experience. I'm still need to learn from this because the image is gonna keep showing up. The pain in your legs, in your bum, in your boobs, in your solar, wherever it is. The pain is just a memory, a traumatic memory, signaling you and knocking on your door and saying, "Hey, look at me. I want you to look at me and look at the nugget. Learn the lesson so you can forgive, forget, whatever. It's in the past. Forgive, forget, discern. When you extract the lesson, now you don't have to repeat the same scenery because you don't need to test yourself in that way. Next time the same situation appears, the same advertisement knocks in your door, you're like, oh, this again. No, thank you. I learned the lesson. And you choose differently. Realign. You realign your nerves. That's how you choose differently. When you choose differently, you calibrate to a higher reality, a higher heaven. And then you move on. So forgive, forget, discern, realign, move on. Forgive, forget, discern, realign, move on. Forgive, forget, discern, realign, move on. And when you keep moving on, you're going to keep crystallizing the conviction of the higher realities. And whenever that image, that memory, that advertisement, that past situation, scene that you chose, remember you chose it, shows up, you're going to be like, oh, no, thank you. I'm not going to subscribe to the TV show. It's like if you open up Netflix and you have all these different options of TV shows that you could watch. And then you see like, oh, past TV show. Oh, I already played that movie. No, thank you. I don't want to play this movie. Which movie do you want to subscribe to? Like, play with, put your consciousness like a pool. You choose the pool and then you jump, your consciousness jumps in the pool. You want to be in the pool with the pigs or you want to be in the pool with the kings? So that's how we're gonna end. Be in the pool with the kings and with the pigs. I don't want to be on the mud. Nice. Okay, that was the morning god flow. Guys, if you're ready for mastery and the co-creation of your dream life, or letting go of bullshit stories from your past, send me an email saying I'm ready for mastery. Wealth and Sexual Alchemy School. The first call is $555 USD. That's that admission fee to see if you qualify for the more advanced programs. Yet in the call, you still get to release a lot of shit. So, yeah, feel free to catch me there. See you when I see you.